So now with this, I'll now invite the LMIC presenter for today, Mr. Ashnafi Hussain, who's from Ministry of Health Ethiopia, representing 17 countries, and he's the chair for IFMBE Working Group on Africa Activities. And we all join to welcome him. Ashnafi, over to you. We all look forward to your wonderful presentation. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank IFMBE CG division of IFMBE and WHO, and I would like to take this opportunity to inform and to share what has been done so far about the medical grade oxygen system in Africa, especially in fighting COVID-19. What are the challenges and the recommendations? So we all know that pertinent to COVID-19, Africa has a problem with ventilators, and with that, having oxygen supply system shortage will be a double-edged problem for us. So I think it will be critical for us to discuss about the supply system when we discuss about ventilators. So what are the major challenges? The way we see it, there are three challenges: supply, operation, and maintenance pertinent to the supply system. So when it comes to supply, there are lacks of funding, there are lack of policies, especially Nigeria and Ethiopia are the only countries that have national oxygen policy. So this could be one of the problems. And there is also a very long and interactive supply chain system, which adapt to the supply problem. And when it comes to operation, there is a lack of capacity. There's a problem with administrating medical oxygen, especially with SOP. And there are also issues with tools, lack of training personnel, and there are lack of spare parts. And there's also a problem with calibration of devices, especially how much amount of oxygen are we administrating to the patient. So these are the major critical challenges. So the way we see there are three recommendations pertinent to supply, operation, and maintenance. So when it comes to supply, I think it's time for all national countries to strengthen their financial capacity, and we believe the revolving fund could be a critical item as we are using oxygen continuously. And we also recommend a direct purchase and a framework contract for supply of oxygen in order to avoid interrupted supply. And in the long run—
can you be a bit louder, please?
And in the long run, we also recommend to have a large-scale oxygen production as a policy for other countries. So when it comes to operation, we need intensive training, like online training for SOPs, how to administer oxygen, and other training. And we also need a follow-up and a continuous support for those who are working on oxygen system. And pertinent to maintenance, now it's time to have in-house maintenance strengthened. So strengthening in-house maintenance will be critical for us by now. And it's also critical to increase the capacity of in-house engineers to develop easy spare parts like some gauges, some fittings for humidifiers and other things. Availing spare parts online training from vendors, as well as confirmation of medical devices to confirm that we are administering the right amount of oxygen at the right purity level after maintenance is a critical issue. So with those challenges and recommendations, I hereby conclude my presentation. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody. Thank you very much. I'll be available for question and answer. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ashnafi. That was very informative and very crisp. Thanks a lot for this wonderful presentation. Now, I think we can move on to the most important part of today's session, that is the question and answer session. So you have an option of posting your question live on the chat of Q&A, or you can raise your hand, and based on the fastest finger first, we'll give an opportunity to you to ask your question and request one of the panelists to respond to it. So.
And we have a little time. Mohammed, perhaps Ali can show some of the links if we need to.
Okay, so that's another good way of doing it. So for another 4 minutes or so, or 5 minutes or so, we can request Ali to take us through some of the links to take us through. Over to you, Ali.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me share the screen.